And we kick off with the Caloundra Cup over the 2,400 metres. The crowd have been waiting all day for this, Maxi, and they've kept filing in, and they're looking forward to this quaddie, and this race will be the one to kick things off. It's quite an open affair. Let's start with number one, Luncey's Chris Lee's Andrew Mallion, coming off the Tats Cup win last Saturday.
Yeah, so he's got a quick back up, the 7 days, but he looks fabulous in the yard. He's holding his condition well, Luncey's. He did have 55 last week, so he jumps to 59.5 up out over the same distance. So that penalty is a little bit of a concern, but he's in great form at the moment and can't fault him at all today.
Number 2, Desert Icon for Chris Waller and James Orman went oh so close when runner-up in the Ipswich Cup.
Had barrier 2 there, was given a lovely ride by Jimmy Orman, beaten by a better horse on the day, but again the map looks really good for Desert Icon.
Number 3, forgive my French, Bois D'argent for Annabelle Neesham and Ryan Maloney.
Was successful in the Lord Mayor's Cup 2 ago at Rose Hill, and then last start finished 5th behind Zoumon, who's got a great chance here. And the race pattern sort of went against him. He made a move down the side of the course and then sort of plateaued out the last 100 metres. So looked only moderate the last little bit, but he should get a better run today. He's just got to tick off the distance as well.
Number 4, Regal Lion, the other runner for Annabelle Neesham. Ben Thompson takes the ride, of course, won at the Ipswich Cup.
And it was a good, confident ride by Ben Thompson to take off a long way from home, right around the outside, and he literally outstayed Desert Icon. So that was only his second run back. He's still got more to offer.
Number 5, Irish Sequel for Chris Waller and Damien Thornton has met with some support at big odds.
Yeah, he's pretty well handicapped here, 55.5. He's working up to the 2,400 third up, so he'd be a chance.
Number 6, Seat of Power for Gary Duncan, and Martin Harley replaces Nikita Berryman.
Yeah, he didn't do enough for mine in the Ipswich Cup, so he needs to lift if he's going to figure today.
Number 7, Warning for Anthony and Sam Freedman. Kyle Wilson-Taylor takes the ride, was second in the 3,200 metre Brisbane Cup a few weeks back.
He's won $2.5 million, Warning, and he's had 3 starts up here at the Carnival, and all have had merit, in particular his latest run when he was wide all the way over the 3,200. I love him. 3 weeks since then, he's here at his home track. He's sort of domiciled here at the moment, and still got plenty of condition on him as well. So I think he's got a great chance, Warning.
Gai Waterhouse and Adrian Bott provide the favourite for this year's Caloundra Cup with number 8, Zoumon, and they've got Tim Clark to do the steering.
Yeah, looking good. He's not a big horse by any stretch of the imagination, so the lighter the weight, the better. And look, he's got an achievable handicap, 54.5. He was great second up and should be even better today. Not easy, 1.5 miles around this big track, but there's every chance he'll run it.
Now we get into the roughies, Maxi. Number 9, Sneak Preview for David Van Dyke, Jaden Lloyd.
A little bit sort of inconclusive in the straight there in the Ipswich Cup. He didn't have the best path up the straight, and he's got to run the trip as well.
Number 10, Secret Glamour for the Mar Eustace stable, Tyler Schiller.
Yeah, I'm just happy to watch her. We haven't seen her since the 13th of May, about 6 weeks ago, when she was down the track behind Carterpaw.
The 11, Tappy's Lad for Karen Taplin, Samantha Collett rides, Nose Roll and Winkers first time.
And Bob's up every now and then, but he really needs to lift on previous form.
The 12, The Fearless One for Robbie Patterson and Michael Hellier.
Well, he's won over the 2,400. He's got no weight on his back, and the fact that he can run the distance, he could be, one to spice up the multiples here.
And the 13, Port Morant, winds us up for Sean Dwyer and Mark Duplessis.
Yeah, he'll run the distance, but he's outclassed.
All right, Kian Dickens in the yard. We're looking for a tough stayer here to take out the Caloundra Cup over 2,400. What have you come up with?
I've come up with a front-running horse in Zoumon. He looks like a sprinter. He's a ball of muscle, real zoo-style type. He is obviously quick, but he can do it over a trip. It's going to be exposed on this big Caloundra track. They do get swallowed up, but having a look at him, he's rock-hard fit, and he's a horse still with more to come.
All right, they're at the start for the Coastal Vehicle Solutions Caloundra Cup. Won last year by
also Secret Glamour about to line in, and Port Morant with Seat of Power, and Warning and Tappy's Lad to move up on the move. Regal Lion behind the barrier. Launches to move in, and Warning and Tappy's Lad to move up, and the favourite Zoumon to move in. There'll only be probably 3 to move in here. Regal Lion on the move for Thompson behind the barrier. Luncey is the grey to move in, and Tappy's Lad to come along and also to move forward as Desert Icon. So only about 4 to move in for the Cup. Now, Luncy's has gone forward. Here's Tappy's Lad about to move up, and the Desert Icon and Regal Lion to move in. So only 2 to move up here. 2 to move in. So 2 to move up here. Thank you, Andrew, for the Coastal Vehicle Solutions Caloundra Cup for 2023. Desert Icon going in for Jimmy Orman. And the Ipswich Cup winner, Regal Lion, looks like it's the only one that we wait to move forward. So very good money for Luncius here. New favourite, number 1, taking over as the outright favourite. And the Cup field about to be dispatched here with Regal Lion going up into gate number 2, and they're all in. Red light on, Coastal Vehicle Solutions Caloundra Cup. All in. Good line. They're off. Barrier 2 there. Regal Lion began well. Likewise, Bois D'argent rolling forward. Desert Icon nice and handy. And coming over from out wide is Zoumon, and also a Seat of Power warning. And sneak preview, the Fearless One back near the rails. Launches looks like he's one off the fence already there. Port Moran getting a long way back as Iris Sequel, Secret Glamour, and Tappy's Lads a length and a half away. So Zoumon's in front from working forward. Warning, no luck again. 3 wide. Seat of Power poking up between them. 4th, the outside there is Desert Icon. Bois D'argent the rails. Followed further back by Regal Lion. The Fearless One, sneak preview. Launches over on the outside of Port Moran. A length and a half. Iris Sequel, Secret Glamour, and Tappy's Lads at the rear. So in front here is Zoumon by 3/4. Second, Warning up the mile, and sharing third is Bois D'argent and Seat of Power. A length and a half to Desert Icon. 2 lengths away to Regal Lion, followed by the Fearless One. A length and a half sneak preview, Port Moran. Launches is 4th last, and further back to Iris Sequel, Secret Glamour, and Tappy's Lads a length and a half away. It must be 12 or 13 off the leader. So Zoumon here by 3/4 still. Second, Warning, and third, Bois D'argent. 4th to the Seat of Power. A length and a half to Desert Icon, followed further back by Regal Lion, the Fearless One, sneak preview. Port Moran at the inside. Luncius has still got 3 behind him, and they include Iris Sequel, also Secret Glamour, and still last of all is Tappy's Lad. So Zoumon here by a length, and second, Warning, and third, the inside, Bois D'argent, followed by a Seat of Power. A length and a half to Desert Icon, further back to Regal Lion, the Fearless One, sneak preview. Luncius now going forward, 3 wide for Million. Tappy's Lad taking off as well. Shuffle back the inside as Port Moran away from the fences, Iris Sequel, and Secret Glamour 3 wide last of all. Zoumon at the 500 metres marker in front. Seconds now, Bois D'argent, Warning back to third, followed by a Seat of Power being passed by Desert Icon 4 wide. Regal Lion 5 wide making ground. Sneak preview back near the inside, and Luncius has still got probably 8 or 9 lengths to make up. In front, Zoumon looming up as Bois D'argent on the outside. They're clear at the moment from Desert Icon. Regal Lion on the outside. Zoumon's just in front. Bois D'argent's about a neck away. 100 metres left to run. Zoumon's in front, trying hard. Bois D'argent, Tappy's Lad flashing home late, but Zoumon's won the Cup by 3/4 to Bois D'argent, and third to Tappy's Lad, followed by Iris Sequel, Desert Icon, Regal Lion. Further back to Warning, Luncy, the sneak preview, Port Moran, Seat of Power, Secret Glamour, and the Fearless One pulling up at the rear. Boy, it's tough, isn't he? Zoumon. He's tough, and he's too good.
Zoumon for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. Beautifully handled in front by Tim Clark. He was tackled by the grey. Bois D'argent a couple of times in the straight, but he's been able to fight back, and he's drawn on to win by a length. And look at Tappy's Lad for the locals, getting home into third.
Oh, Maxi, Tappy's Lad, $91. Thanks very much if you played the trifecta, or if you backed it for a place, there's a big result there as well. Number 2, Desert Icon, has got that close photo for 4th. So the numbers 8, 3, 11 and 2. Zoumon for Gay and Adrian, straight to the front. Had to absorb a bit of pressure early, Warning roll forward. But Timmy Clark, he's a master on those front runners. He rated him beautifully. And once he quickened up at the top of the straight, it was going to take a good one to beat him. And for a while, you thought maybe Bois D'argent for Annabelle Neesham, but just couldn't wear down Zoumon. And at start number 19, Zoumon brings up win number 7. And Gay and Adrian, neither of them are here today, Kian, but you have managed to track down a representative of the Waterhouse Bott stable.
Yeah, I've got Will, and this is the first time I've had a look at this guy in the flesh. He's a ball of muscle, isn't he, for a stayer, but he's an easy horse to watch doing it all up from the front.
Yeah, he does everything right, back home and in the yard here, and just makes it nice and easy watch when travels like that, and just gives a nice kick, and yeah.
Beautiful front running Tim Clark ride.
Yeah, just normal Gay and Adrian ride, straight to the front, make your own luck up there, and yeah, from there he did the rest.
Out toughs and stays them all. Well done, Will.
Thank you.
All right, Kian, thank you very much for that. That sees us out from the Caloundra Cup of 2023. The favourite Zoumon getting the cash, 8-3, 11 and 2. Let's get to the yard for the next at Kembla.